this is nice, isn't it? Boulevard City lit up in all its glory. All right, let's have a quick recap. So on Tuesday, it was the grand arrivals. Yesterday, the public workout. Today, 2 more sleeps away, it is the press conference. And if, like me, you've ever been to a Tyson Fury press conference, expect the unexpected.
A tale as old as time. A legendary champion in search of another champion has found his match. Both men undefeated. Both men larger than life itself. Facing each other under the watchful eye of history. Until there can be only one.
Let's get ready to rumble at Rio Caesar.
It is time to fight.
Boulevard City in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سيداتي سادتي أعزائي عزيزاتي في هذه الليلة الذهبية، الليلة التي سنتكلم عنها التاريخ سنوات وعقود، الليلة التي الآن تتكرر بعد 25 عاما من الانتظار، وهي الليلة الذهبية للجميع. بالنسبة لهذه الليلة طبعا الفايت هذه يا جماعة الخير لها أكثر مما تتوقعون كمعاني. هذه الفايت هي الفايت الوحيدة من أكثر من 25 سنة. الفائز في هذه الفايت سيكون بطل لجميع الأحزمة الأربعة في الوزن الثقيل. تميم، كيف رأيك بالفايت؟ أو كيف رأيك في هذا البريس كونفرنس؟
البريس كونفرنس يتكلم عن نفسه. اللقاء هذا حيكون يعني أو المقابلات الآن مع الملاكمين تتكلم عن نفسها. هذا اوريدي ناس جايين عشان يحطوا شو جميل. كنا ننتظره يوم السبت، وإن شاء الله يكون زي ما عودتنا دائما السعودية تستضيف أشياء جميلة جدا منها هذه الفايتات. فنتمنى نشوف إن شاء الله فايت جميل يوم السبت. احنا شايفين الآن كل الملاكمين قدامنا، فننتظر إن شاء الله يبدأ البريس كونفرنس.
You had the 2 best fighters, and that's the most important thing. When you have the 2 top fighters, then you're going to get a good match. Yeah. You're going to get a good match, so there's no doubt Tyson Fury and Usyk are the 2 best fighters.
Yeah. Well, back then, did you realize how historic that fight would be? The fact that we wouldn't get another undisputed match for, what, 25 years?
Well, you know, at that time, you only thinking about self. You know what I'm saying? In boxing, it's come down to the best fighters, and very rarely that the people get the 2 best fighters. And so at this time, they get the 2 best fighters that the world has.
Yeah. Back then, you were the smaller guy facing Lennox Lewis. Usyk's the smaller guy facing Tyson Fury. What would your advice be to Usyk to beat the bigger man?
Well, Usyk has to fight his fight, and so he's aggressive. He's faster. He got faster hands, but he got shorter arms. Just like I was when I fought Lennox Lewis. You know, I was a smaller guy, but I had faster hands and stuff like that. So he have to be aggressive. And then if he be aggressive, the chances are he gonna win. If he, you know, because being aggressive and he throw a lot of punches, and so he's able to throw more punches than Tyson Fury will. So it's gonna work with him. But if he don't, then they're going to work for Tyson Fury. So either way, it's going to be a great fight because both guys know what they have to do to win.
Yeah. Well, what's your personal prediction as far as how this fight's going to play out? What do you think happens?
Well, it's not so much what I think. It's about how the guy fight.
Yeah.
You know, I'm telling you, Tyson Fury, if you keep him on the outside, the chances of him winning going to be 90%. But if Usyk get in and stay on him, it's 90% he gonna win that fight because the fight he's not just a small guy, but he's great and he don't quit. I'm telling you, so we have pretty much the same kind of personality. He's not gonna quit. He's one of them type of guys that's not gonna quit. And Tyson Fury is a smart fighter. He fight his fight just like Lennox Lewis was a good fighter. He would fight his fight. He ain't gonna try to fight another fight. So that's how he was able to win.
Well, hey, it's a personal honor to interview you. You're my favorite fighter of all time. I grew up in Bay Minette, Alabama. He's from Atmore, Alabama, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for your time. Evander, the real deal, Holyfield.
طبعا بالنسبة يا جماعة الخير لإيفاندر هوليفيلد هو أحد الأساطير في عالم الملاكمة. للي ما يعرف أنه كان أحد الثلاثة الوحيدين في التاريخ اللي كان بطل الكروزر ويت وصعد للوزن الثقيل وصار بطل في ذلك كذلك. طبعا تكلم عن توقعه بهذا الفايت أو تحليله بهذا الفايت. بالنسبة للفايت توقعها طبعا هو حجمه كان أصغر من لينكس لويس قبل 25 سنة. كانت الفايت على توحيد الألقاب، كانت 3 في هذاك الوقت. حاليا هي 4 ألقاب. وتكلم انه عن السرعه اللي كان يمتاز فيها وعنه انه احد طرق الفوز.
Welcome wherever you are joining us around the world. Welcome to Riyadh and welcome to history. On Saturday night, right here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, we will crown the first undisputed world heavyweight champion of the century. The unbeaten WBC and lineal world heavyweight champion Tyson Fury finally collides with the unbeaten unified world heavyweight champion Alexander Usyk. The two men will meet in a ring of fire with every major heavyweight title on the line. It simply doesn't get bigger. Now this historic event will take place as part of Riyadh season and will be one of those special moments in time in which the world stops still and all eyes will descend on the sold-out Kingdom Arena on Saturday night. This is truly one of those special events. Now let's talk about the relationship currently between Riyadh and big-time boxing. This has been unbelievable. By the beginning of June, 5 of the biggest boxing events in recent years would have taken place right here in Riyadh.
طبعا الرياض حاليا هي عاصمة الملاكمة الأولى. تكلم عن ال5 إيفنتات، كل إيفنت أكبر من اللي بعدها. طبعا بفضل دولة العزيزة صارت هذه البلد أو صارت الرياض تحديدا على أنظار جميع العالم. شكرا بلادي، شكرا مليكي، وأتمنى إيفنتات أفضل فأفضل. مع أنه للأمانة يا حبيبنا تميم، هل في إيفنت حاليا تعمل اكبر من هذا الايفنت؟
هذه كل واحده فيها تكون مين ايفنت ال5. والكونسبت زي ما قلنا قبل كذا اللي سواه سوته السعوديه وسواه مع المستشار انه جاب 2 بروموتر 2 مسوقين خلاهم يواجهوا بعض بالملاكمين حقونهم. هذا شيء ما كنا نشوفه زمان. كلهم كان يتهرب عشان البيرس، عشان البيج، خلينا نقول الباي داي. هذا جاء قال لهم let's do it in sake of boxing, let's do it، خلينا نسويها من اجل عشاق الملاكمه مو لشيء ثاني او شيء اخر.
اعتقد حاليا يعني انه مهما حاولوا الناس او لنا سنوات طويله نحتري فايت تايسون فيوري فيرسز الكساندر اوسيك، سنوات طوال. واتى المنقذ كالعاده ومعالي المستشار وقدم هذه الفايت.
And to His Royal Highness, the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman.
الشكر موجه إلى مليكي، كذلك إلى ولي العهد محمد بن سلمان، كذلك إلى معالي المستشار تركي آل الشيخ.
And of course, a huge thank you to all of the teams of Gia, Riyadh Season and Stella as we continue to work together to deliver unforgettable nights in the Kingdom. Now, this historic fight event will be presented to fans worldwide by Frank Warren for Queensborough Promotions and Bob Aaron for Top Rank Incorporated in conjunction with Riyadh Season, National Event Centre, the General Entertainment Authority, Gold Star Promotions, K2 Promotions and Stella. Let's have a chat. Let's speak to the people at this top table. Let's begin with Hall of Fame boxing promoter Frank Warren. Now, Frank will go into detail about Fury versus Usyk a little bit later on, but I want to get your kind of opening thoughts on the undercard here, and notably, you've got Mark Chamberlain and Moses Atama, two guys that you represent. Give us your opening thoughts, Frank.
Well, this is a fabulous undercard on the most important fight of the 21st century here in Riyadh as part of the Riyadh season. This is an amazing show. And as said, two of the young guys that I work with, Mark Chamberlain, who's fought here before. This is his second fight here. He's now fighting for the vacant WBC silver title. And we've got Moses Atama, who's 8-0. He's just had to disappear for a moment because he's had a bit of a nosebleed. He's just 19 years of age, which he was still a teenager. And he's 8-0, and he's fighting for his first title, which is an amazing achievement for somebody, certainly in a heavyweight of his age. We've got some other great fighters on the card. We've got two top young talents in Australia, in David Naika, I think I promoted that, pronounced that correctly. And he's a member of Team Usyk, and we've got Daniel Lapin. So this is again, a really good competitive fight. And then we've got Tyson's best mate, Isaac Lowe, 10-rounder, former lightweight champion, former champion, got it, featherweight champion, and he's in a really good competitive fight. So we're looking forward to him. And then, of course, we've got a great fight, ex-champion coming on in Sergey Kovalev, one of my favourite fighters. He's beaten a few of my fighters on the way, and he's making his comeback. And you've got his manager next to him, Evander, who is also the manager of
هنا يظهر في الشاشة سيرجي
So we've got a really good cracking
بطل العالم في اللايت هيفي ويت
السابق. I'm looking forward to it. You'll look forward to it. It's going to be the hors d'oeuvres before the big event.
مين ينسى يا ركان لما فاز على الأسطورة برنارد هوبكنز؟ مين ينسى يوم فاز على الأسطورة برنارد هوبكنز؟
من ينساها؟ أعتقد كانت الفايت قبل الأخيرة لإيفاندر هوليفيلد عفوا
لبرنارد. نعم.
First of all, I'd like to thank His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh for this opportunity. Second of all, I'd like to thank the IBF for sanctioning my bout. This is my opportunity to splash onto the big scene. Once I get through Michael Seats, I've got the likes of perhaps Sergey Kovalev, Robin Safar. If they win their fights, I'd like to fight them next. Whoever's left on that list, I need to keep making my step towards that IBF world title. And whoever wins that card, that title, that is my target.
طبعا حاليا يتكلم ديفيد نايكا أحد أكثر الملاكمين الصاعدين في وزن الكروزر ويت أو ما تحت الوزن الثقيل.
On so many Alexander Usyk undercards, we see you in all the pictures with Alexander Usyk. Tell us, this must be the most special event so far.
لابن ملاكم بولندي لكن الآن هو
ملاكم عن طريق хочу сказать большое спасибо для начала Саудовской Аравии за теплый. Это большая возможность, спасибо за такую возможность, что дали отбоксировать на этом вечере бокса. Мы прошли большой путь с Александром, 6 месяцев тяжелых, очень тяжелых тренировок, и я буду выкладываться на все 100%.
ممتاز جدا حركاته والزوايا اللي ياخذها والبادي شاتس حقته كانت جدا جميله في الشادو بوكسينج اللي كان يسوي اللي هي ملاكمه الظل.
هو معلم از تكنيكال ملاكم تكنيكي رائع، وان لم يكن ما عنده اللكمه القويه، ولكن للامانه كملاكم نوعا ما متكامل اللي هو وزن الثقيل الخفيف.
On Saturday night. Let's now move to a man very much part of Team Fury, as Frank introduced him earlier, Isaac Lowe. Now, Isaac, all these photos that we see go out of Tyson, where everyone's saying, look at the great shape that Tyson Fury's in. Well, you're right next to him. You're in pretty great shape too, and I guess this is a chance for you to start getting things moving again. You've only lost in very good company. What's on your mind, Isaac Lowe?
Yeah, definitely. We've had a great training camp. I'm in the shape of my life, thanks to Greg, who's got me and Tyson in fantastic condition. And I think on Saturday night, if we put a great performance, I'm planning to create best performance. And then I'm back on the world stage and back where I need to be, back in the mix for titles. As you said, I've only up me 2 defeats where I've been beat by Lopez and Nick Bolt. One's the IBF world champion, and one just got beat. Oh well, he could have eaten. Some people give him it for the WBC. So I've only lost in very good company, and I intend to get back up there, mix with them again, and this time make sure I win them.
طبعا قبل قليل تكلم ايزاك لوي، ملاكم يلعب في وزن الريشه، 24 انتصار 8 منها باي كي او، وعنده خسارتين وعنده 3 تعادلات. نتذكر خسارته كانت قدام نيك بول اللي احد الملاكمين اللي خاض نزال هنا في المملكه العربيه السعوديه،
واللي سيخوض نزال ايضا في يوم في جون اللي هو في 5 مقابل 5 اللي هو كوينزبيري مع ايدي هيرن بروموتر، ناسي اسم الشركه الحين.
حيباري ريمون فورد ان شاء الله في ذيك الايام.
اي ريمون فورد الامريكي. اي ممتاز.
كذلك تكلم قبل شوي موزز إيتوما ملاكم في الوزن الثقيل، 8 انتصارات 6 منها بالضربة القاضية، من أكثر الناس الواعدين في الوزن الثقيل، ملاكم بريطاني لا شك، ولكن ولد في سلوفاكيا.
First of all, I want to give thanks to Almighty Allah, and I want to thank His Excellency Turkey.
جاشوا هاب ملاكم نيجيري لكنه بيست في غانا، لكن في غانا الآن من أكرم.
كذلك عنده 23 انتصار 16 منها بالضربة القاضية، وعنده خسارة واحدة. زي ما تفضلت أخوي تميم ملاكم نيجيري ومستوطن في غانا.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm pleased to be back here. Big shout out to His Excellency and my manager and promoter Frank Warren for delivering this opportunity to me. Being part of this big platform is massive.
الآن قدامنا مارك تشامبرلين ملاكم بريطاني، لعب 15 نزال وفاز فيها كلها. طبعا 11 منها كانت بالضربة القاضية. هذا يعطيك انطباع انه الملاكم هذا ما يدخل عشان يلعب على نقاط، يدخل عشان يخلص الفايت وما يخلي القرار في يد الحكام ابدا.
احسنت. طبعا من الملاكمين الجدا واعدين في وزن الخفيف.
I just want to know, what is the plan right now with Sergey Kovalev? You know, a few years ago he was just a reigning terror in the light heavyweight division. What's the plan now?
Hello Riyadh, hello people. Very happy to be here, and I would like to know that too. We haven't been in the ring for 2 years. Sergey was fighting, last fight he was in May 2022. 2024 is exactly 15 years ago when we started Sergey his professional career.
لينكس لويس اللي تقابلوا قبل 25 سنة على هذه الأحزمة. الآن في السعودية بعد 25 سنة حنشوف أوسك وتايسون فيوري على نفس الفايت وعلى نفس الأحزمة.
طبعا في ليلة تاريخية حتكون.
أحد الأشياء
اللي لازم ننتبه لها بهذه الإيفنت إنها حبيبي تميم إنه فايت زي هذه يعني طبعا هي اكبر فايت ممكن تعمل في الوزن الثقيل لا شك.
صحيح.
هذا رقم واحد.
والملاكمه هي الوزن الثقيل اصلا.
احسنت. رقم اثنين الملاكمه اللي زي هذه 2 أو 0 واحد من الصفرين لازم حيطير.
صحيح.
حلو.
صحيح.
الشيء الثالث انه اللي فايز في هذه الملاكمه سيكون بطل في 4 أوزان. سيوحد الألقاب 4. طبعا ألكسندر روسيك معه 3، تايسون فيوري معه 1. بغض النظر ملاكمين 2 غير مهزومين حاليا في الشاشة. سيرجي كوفاليف أحد الأبطال في وزن الثقيل الخفيف. بالنسبة لمسيرته طبعا مسيرة ذهبية، 35 انتصار، 29 منها باي كي او، وعنده 4 خسائر، 3 من هذه الخسائر كانت باي كي او. ملاكم روسي. لما نتذكر اهم فايتاته كانت قدام كانيلو الباريز، قدام اندري وورد.
الحمد لله، الله اكبر. I'm so happy to be a part of this event. You know, I can't really describe how excited I am, and to be able to fight a name like Sergey Kovalev and basically having my breakthrough at a moment like this, you know, it couldn't be better. You know, I've been sweating a lot, I've been bleeding a lot, I've been sacrificing so much in my life. So it's like I just feel like it's my time right now. You know, it's my time to shine. You know.
قدامنا روبن سافر، ملاكم سويدي مقيم في الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية، له 16 فايت، كل الفايتات فاز فيها إلى الآن، لكن من غير اني كي اوز، يعني يعطيك انطباع أنه ملاكم تكنيكي ويعتمد على ويعتمد دائما على قوته في هذه الفايتات.
Hi everyone, hi Riyadh. I'm very happy to be here, like a part of this great show, and thanks personal to.
طبعا سمعنا انه سفر عن التحدي قدام سيرجي كوفاليف، وارجع اعيد معلومه بسيطه، 16 فايت كلها فاز فيها، لكن 12 منها بالضربه القاضيه.
طبعا للامانه سفار كان الكلام اللي تو قاله انه ضحى بكل حياته، كل العرق الذي نزل في التمرين، كل الوقت الذي انتظر علشان يتبارى هذه الفايت. اعتقد انه داخل في نار في نفسه.
صحيح ناوي
يسوي شيء،
لكن هو حيقابل ملاكم ما هو سهل.
صحيح. طبعا المرشح الاعلى حيكون سيرجي كوفاليف، وبالنسبه لسفار حيكون كمرشح اقل.
Got a bit of windy up here. That concludes part 1 of today's 3-part press conference. We're going to get some photos and some face-offs down the front. We'll be back very, very shortly. Thank you.
A lot of good prospects on the card there. Obviously the main name.
طيب احنا حاليا خارجين من الجزء الاول بالانتقال الى الجزء الثاني باذن الله.
As well, there's a lot of people think that maybe Robin Safar gets the job done. That will be the upset.
I like what I've seen from Safar. We were just talking, me and Barry, and it's against who? But I like what I've seen. What I like about this is we've got a bit of everything here. We've got Isaac Lowe, we've got Kovalev, who are basically fighting for their careers. You've got Nika Lapin and Moses Asama looking to be stars of their division. We're kind of touching everything on the early stages of this card, and it's very, very exciting.
Yeah, Mark Chamberlain, I think, could be in a tough one as well.
Yes.
Against Wahab. Wahab, obviously, look, has fought in Nigeria, so maybe people don't, not really noticed him. But I'm telling you now, he can fight.
Yeah, and he's all action as well, so he'll come. He might be naturally smaller than Chamberlain, but he'll come and give it his all. He'll make it awkward, and he's quite athletic as well, so that's going to cause Chamberlain problems. But Chamberlain, as he showed against Gavin Gwynn, can hit hard off any foot. Going forward, coming back, he always finds the perfect range to land the perfect shot. So it's going to be a difficult night for Wahab.
Moses Atoma had a bit of a nosebleed. I say a bit, it looked like quite a lot from our position here.
طبعا بس للتعريف يا جماعة الخير بالنسبة للفايت الكبيرة اللي اليوم عندنا، طبعا حنتكلم على كل ال10 فايتات. حنتكلم على ألكسندر أوسيك طبعا في المين ايفنت ضد تايسون فيوري، الفايت اللي معرفة نفسها. حيكون في جاي أوبيتايا حيباري مايارس بريدس في وزن ما تحت الثقيل. عندنا يا شباب جو كوردينا حيباري أنثوني كاكاتشي، برضو فايت على أحد الأحزمة الأربعة. أجد كبايال قدام فرانك سانشيز في الوزن الثقيل، برضو فايت إن شاء لها 1000 حساب. مارك تشامبرلين قدام جوشوا وهاب. سيرجي كوفاليف قدام روبن سفار. ايزاك لوي قدام أحمدي. موزيس إيتوما الصاعد أمام إيلايجا بزنزيف. دانيال لابين حيباري بودي فيتير. كذلك ديفيد نايكا حيباري سيت. طبعا ليلى جدا 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 مفعمه بالاشاقه بالتشوق.
طبعا زي ما قلت يا دكتور، ليلى يعني تشبع رغبات اي شخص محب وعاشق للملاكمه
بلا شك بلا شك. حاليا على الشاشه لينكس لويس اللي هو بارا ديفيد بارا إيفاندر هوليفيلد الملاكم السابق. طبعا بالنسبة من 25 سنة بس للإحاطة يا جماعة الخير، كان في إيفاندر هوليفيلد أحد الناس الصاعدين من الكروزر ويت إلى الهيفي ويت. تباروا قبل 25 سنة على أحزمة الثلاثة، كان توحيد اللقب أنت تحتاج فقط 3 أحزمة. حاليا أو بالأصح من عام 2007 صرت محتاج إلى لقب رابع عشان تكون الأندسبيوتد بوكسر أو الملاكم الغير مختلف عليه. حاليا يتكرر هذا الحدث بعد 25 سنة. السعودية بلادي حققت هذا الحلم. كذلك في فايت قادمة أو بالأصح في إيفنت قادمة في جون، وفي إيفنت قادمة كذلك تقريبا على بداية السنة القادمة أو نهاية السنة القادمة، بداية السنة القادمة أو نهاية السنة الحالية بإذن الله.
إن شاء الله إن شاء الله، وما في شيء بعيد إن شاء الله علينا ولا على مقدرات إن شاء الله هذا البلد المعطاء.
طبعا بالنسبة للإيفنت اللي هي 5 vs 5 اللي هي الإيفنت القادمة، كذلك جاري التنسيق في فايت العظيمة اللي هي والعظمة لله اللي هي قدام ارتر باتربييف قدام ديمتري بيفون.
What was your strategy, especially in that second fight against Evander, that allowed you to prevail? Could Tyson learn anything from what you did that night?
Yeah, he could. For me, fighting him again, it was basically, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So basically go out there and do the same thing. Make sure I stick my jab. Great heavyweights have great jabs. So that's what, really leads them to become a great heavyweight, because they have great jabs, great combinations. That's what he should do. He's got great uppercuts, great right hand, great left hook. So he needs to use all the tools in his arsenal.
Last question for me. We've seen Tyson Fury. He's lost so much weight. He looks in great condition, but can that be a negative? Did he overtrain? I mean, I'm sure your body moves in different ways when you're not as heavy as you used to be. Is that a little bit of panic mode from Tyson?
I wouldn't say panic mode. I think, he wasn't happy with his last fight, so he took this fight very serious. Usually when heavyweights lose a lot of weight, and I've been watching him, he's lost a lot of weight, his legs are skinny, and I'm a little bit concerned maybe, if he gets hit on the chin, he doesn't have the legs anymore. So for me, I've got big legs, so when I get hit on the chin, it's not easy to knock me down.
Indeed.
Yes.
All right, well, thanks for being with us. I know you're going to be on the DAZN broadcast this weekend.
طبعا بس للإيضاح هذا لينكس لويس زي ما ذكرنا أحد عظماء الوزن الثقيل، وتكلم وقال
وآخرهم يا دكتور وآخرهم يعني في ذلك الحلقة.
فعليا صحيح. تكلم أنه تخفيض الوزن قد يؤثر على وزن الأرجل بالنسبة لتايسون فيوري ويكون معرض للسقوط أكثر. طبعا احنا نتذكر يعني لينكس لويس نتذكر سقوطه قدام حاسم رحمن.
نعم قدام حسيم رحمن في جنوب افريقيا.
احسنت
صحيح.
وسوى الريماتش وانتقم بكل جدارة.
كانت جدا صعبة. خلاه يندم على انه ناكم اوت في الفيرست فايت.
لعل احتفاله بالفوز كانت احد الصور التاريخية في عالم الملاكمة.
صحيح. وسقوط حسيم رحمن وفوقه شعار الكينج وهو وكذا من كان غريب، يعني منظر غريب سبحان الله.
What can we expect from Frank Sanchez on Saturday night against Ajit Caballero?
حاليا فرانك سانشيز.
Frank Sánchez este próximo sábado.
Nada, van a ver al Frank de siempre. Vengo a ganar.
طبعا بالنسبة لفرانك سانشيز عنده 24 انتصار 17 منها باي كي او، ملاكم كوبي شارب ملاكمة أو بالأصح ابتدأ عالم الملاكمة من نعومة أظافر أو أظفار. آخر فايت له كانت قدام جوني رفاع، أحد فوزاته اللي مرة كويسة كانت قدام كريستيان هامر وقدام إيفي أجاكبي.
وجاي من كامب كانيلو، يتدرب مع كانيلو ألفاريز، وكان المدرب حقه تقريبا قبل سنتين أفضل مدرب في العالم إيدي رونوسو. فنتوقع يعني أنا عن نفسي أنا أشوف أنه الفايت يميل أكثر لسانشيز قدام كابيل.
نفس التوقع.
Yes, of course. First of all, Assalamu alaikum, Saudi Arabia. Thank you for the great opportunity. Yes, the next opponent is Frank Sanchez. He is a good boxer. He has a good Cuban style. I'm ready for the challenge.
حاليا يتكلم أجد كبيان، 24 انتصار 16 منها باي كي او، ملاكم ألماني ولكن أعتقد من أصول تركية. فاجأنا قدام ماخميدوف في آخر فايت. برضو أحد انتصارات الجويلة كانت قدام كيفن جونسون، وعنده انتصار سابق قدام ديريك تشيزورا كان الانتصار نوعا ما مختلف فيه، ولكن يعتبر اللي يفوز على ديريك تشيزورا إنسان يحترم.
The Undisputed Heavyweight World Championship.
Eddie Hearn,
and as always,
His
Excellency has put on an incredible show. You know, the first press conference you did was impressive. Look at this one. I mean, the fight between Frank Sanchez and Ajit Caballero is a fight that only His Excellency could make. Two tremendous heavyweights, and the two guys to my right, in my opinion, the number one in their respective division. Joe Cordina, the best 130-pounder in the world today. The epic knockout over Agawa, unfairly stripped of his title, came back, beat Rakimov to strip him of his world championship as well. A great fight against Anthony Kakachi as we warm up for the 5v5. Looking to get a big start for Matchroom with a 1-0 over Queensbury in that fight.
وكأننا نشوف بروفا أو تسخين لفايتات جون. إيدي هيرن والبروموتر حق شركة ماتشروم مع البروموتر الآخر في كوينزبيري فرانك وورن، واحنا بنشوفها تقريبا من التسخين من الآن بيحمسونا على الفايتات حقت 5x5 في جون إن شاء الله.
It was brutal, and you're going to see another emphatic performance from the man to my right on Saturday as he establishes himself as one of the greatest fighters on the planet. So for us, the two best fighters in their respective division, ready to shine on an incredible stage in Riyadh. Thank you everybody for your involvement. Of course, thank you His Excellency. We can't wait to be back here in 2 weeks for the 5v5.
وزن الريش العالي. كذلك يتكلم عن جاي أوبتايا اللي هو يعتقد انه افضل ملاكم في الكروزر ويت.
We talked about Queensbury versus Matchroom coming up. This is a real taste of that. I'm going to bring in Hall of Fame boxing promoter Frank Warren here. You are the promoter of Anthony Kakachi. He takes on Joe Cordina on Saturday. Give us your thoughts on what a little bit.
طبعا أنثوني كاتشاتشي بس المعلومية من الملاكمين اللي جدا صعبين دائما متقدمين. أنثوني كاتشي حتى خسارته الوحيدة اللي كانت قدام مارتن جي وورد كانت خسارة للأمانة مختلف فيها. شخصيا أنا شفتها الكاكاتشي.
صحيح كان عليها يعني خلاف كثير الفايت هذا.
Anthony Kakachi, and this has got good fight written all over it. It's a domestic fight, a good domestic fight as far as Britain's concerned, but it's a great international fight. And I think all the boxing fans here are going to be enthralled by what takes place between these two guys. They're two quality fighters. And the little cherry on top of the cake, it's Queensbury v Matchroom.
للأمانة أنا تقريبا أشوف حبيبي تميم
That's the name of the game. We want to get the advantage to start with. Because we got the big one on the 1st of June.
الفايت الموجودة بين كوردينا وكاكاتشي ممكن صحيح الأوزان الخفيفة دائما ما يكون فيها ناك داون كثير يتبادلوا السقوط ونتمنى نشوف شيء زي كذا. بالعكس هذا شيء يفيد مشاهدين الملاكمة سواء خلف الشاشة أو على الموجودين حيكونوا في الحفل أو في الإيفنت.
أسلوب كاكاتشي الأسلوب اللي دائما متقدم مع أسلوب كوردينا اللي على الغالب حيلعب على الرجل الخلفية
وحيلعب على الكاونتر من غير
what an opportunity on such a big card. I would like to say thank you very much to Simon Legg, Queensbury Promotions, Frank Warren taking over the show here recently. So I mean, I'm just privileged to be on this show.
He's unbeaten, of course, Joe Cordina. What can you do differently to all of his other opponents?
Listen, I'm here for a fight. You know, I know all about Joe Cordina. I know his strengths, I know his weaknesses. I've waited 12 years as a pro for an opportunity like this, and it's finally arrived, and it's arrived on the biggest stage in world boxing for God knows how many years. So I'm very appreciative to be here, and I'm here to win.
Thank you very much, Anthony. Now, Joe Cordina, you've heard Anthony Kakachi there talking about how long he's waited. This is the 3rd defence of your world title. Hard fight for you, right?
Yeah, first of all, I want to thank Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, Frank Warren, Queensbury, and Goldstar, and most of all, Your Excellency. But yeah, this is a massive stage to showcase my talent on. It's a big fight. For years, I thought me and Anthony at one stage are going to cross paths, and we're here now. So I'm looking forward to a tough fight, and I'm looking forward to sharing the ring with him.
صاحب الفك الفولاذي طاح بهذيك الفايت أو طيحه بالأصح جو كوردينا.
صحيح.
Yeah, of course. I believe in my ability, and the same way you believe in his ability. He believes he knows my weaknesses. I believe I know his. And vice versa with the strength. So yeah, it's going to be a good fight, and I'm looking forward to it.
باين لغة التحدي بين الاثنين.
النظرات حادة.
صحيح من كاكاتشي بالذات.
صحيح.
Let's move to the cruiserweights. We've got a thrilling rematch, and I agree with Eddie. If you haven't seen the first fight, go and watch it. Watch it back. Jairo Pataya and Maris Freitas. Let's first speak to Kalis Sauerland.
هذه فايت تنحط بإيفنت لحالها.
صحيح.
طبعا هي ريماتش بين او بين جايو باتايا قدام مايارس
بريدس. First of all, congratulations to everyone involved in putting on this very historic event.
للإحاطة جايو باتايا المرشح الأعلى عنده 24 انتصار 19 منها بالضربة القاضية. ملاكم أسترالي مايارس بريدس ملاكم من لاتفيا ملاكم مخضرم 28 انتصار 20 منها باي كي او. عنده خسارتين. الخسارتين كانت قدام ألكسندر أوسك ولعله أفضل من قدم أمام ألكسندر أوسك إلى هذه اللحظة. الخسارة الثانية اللي كانت قدام جايو باتايا الفايت الأولى المختلف فيها كثير من الناس شافوها فور مايارس بريدس كثير من الناس شافوها فور جايو باتايا. اليوم يا الانتقام يا الإعادة.
Jaiyo very much being hyped in the build up to this and totally get that. Watch the first fight back. The older man, he didn't win the first 6 rounds. He batted in pillar to post in the second 6 rounds. So the age argument goes out the window. We've got a fantastic cruiserweight battle Saturday night. Cruiserweight's a division that always throws up some amazing fights. I was lucky enough to promote the Usyk versus Breedis war. And, you know, obviously Usyk went on to unify the division at cruiserweight. But this division throws up some of the greatest battles in boxing, and Saturday night will be another one.
تكلم ان العمر ما في اي مشكله العمر بالنسبه لمايارس بريدس. قال انه مايارس بريدس بالفايت الاولى سيطر على الجولات ال6 الاخيره فاذا لا نتكلم عن العمر بالنسبه لمايارس بريدس. لكن للامانه يعني العمر يبقى عمر يعني في النهايه في الملاكمه يعني
فادر تايم ان بوكسينج. هذا ما في مفر. يونج لاين ويل بي سيرفد. هذا اللي يقول لك الاسود الصغيره يوم من الايام سوف يعني يا احد يفترسها تفترس أحسن. فأنا أتوقع إنه جويا بتاعي هو اللي حيكون له اليد الأول.
الأمانة أتوقع فايت متقارب جدا.
نتمنى نشوف فايت حماسي.
Thank you, Saudi Arabia. And Holyfield, Mr. Holyfield is very smart with when they fought with
Mike Tyson, and when Mike Tyson bite his ear, then he make big business. And when we fight with Jai, and I fight and I crush his jaw, and I don't have so good managers who can bite these many jaws. But okay.
Okay, thank you, Maurice. I just wonder if you see Jai Opetaia there, do you have a message for Jai Opetaia?
بريدس قال انه
إيفاندر
هوليفيلد ملاكم ذكي استطاع انه يستخدم ما حصل بينه وبين مايك تايسون في عضة اليد الشهيرة انه يسوي من وراها بزنس، وهو حيسوي بزنس من وراء أوبيتايا لما يكسر له فكه.
طبعا بالنسبة لمايرس بريدس المعلومية بس انه من الناس اللي قد بارع او فاز على ماركو هوك، على دورودولا، على الكساندر هوسك، ما فاز ولكن خسر بقرار جدا متقارب. فاز على نور جيفر، فاز على جلوفسكي، فاز على دورتيكوس في نهائي الورد سوبر سيريس الثاني، ووصل الى نصف نهائي الورد سوبر سيريس الاول.
You know, I've picked it up a few levels. You know, I'm 28 now, just rolling into my prime. I feel like I'm the next generation of greatness coming through. You know, I look around and I see greatness everywhere, and I'm honoured to be in front of them. But it's my time now. I feel the next generation of greatness, and I told him that last fight.
I've heard you say, Joe, that you've probably gone from a boy to a man. So with that in mind, do you think you can hurt him and knock him out on Saturday?
I definitely feel a lot stronger, but the knockout punches come. We just got to fight smart, stick to our game plan, and do what we do best, and that's box.
كلام جميل، بان انه مركز. نفس الكلام قاله امس في تمرين الميديا، قال انا ما ادور الناك اوت او الضربه القاضيه، انا حالاكم 12 جوله، ان جات جات، ان ما جات انا لازم اركز في خطتي وما اطلع عنها.
كلام احترافي، ولو اني للامانه اعتقد انه الفك مايرس بريدس احد افضل الفكوك اللي موجوده في عالم الملاكمه حاليا.
ان شاء الله حنشوف يوم السبت.
للأمانة ما قد شفته متعور نهائيا في كل مسيرته. حاليا ننتقل من الفقرة الثانية إلى الفقرة الثالثة اللي هي اللي عليها الكلام.
I love what Jai Opetaia said there. We don't disrespect, we earn respect. I mean, I know I like him more than most people on planet Earth, but I like him even more nowadays.
Yeah, and he earned Breeders' respect, that's for sure. To suffer 2 fractures the way he did, I mean, that just earns you respect in abundance. What a fight, because you know Breeders is going to leave it all in the ring Saturday night. This is everything. If he loses this fight, it's over. There's talk that he may retire if he was to win, but he's going to bring it. He's going to want to retire on a high.
Yeah, another fight that's going to bring it is Anthony Kakache. Yes. A similar situation, not like Breeders, he's not at the end, but this is probably his last big chance.
But he's waiting so long to get this chance, it probably won't come again, so he has to take it with both hands. And he's a good fighter, he's a long fighter. There's a lot of things there that could cause Joe Cordina trouble. Added with the fact that Cordina's been screaming for unification fights, and they can be overlooked at times for opponents like this. But you tend to, if Cordina's on form and he makes the weight correctly, he's a bit of a special talent.
This one, the heavyweight fight, is really difficult to call, isn't it? Frank Sanchez, Agit Cabial. Agit Cabial probably has the better record on paper, but I think everyone thinks Frank Sanchez is the highest ceiling. Is that fair?
Same age, almost identical records. Sanchez has 1 knockout more. But they've got the opportunity here to be the next star in this division. You know, they're backed heavily and they're very good fighters. I think that brings a lot of pressure to this fight, but it's a fight I'm intrigued at. I think the quality of Caballero, his record has been better than Sanchez, but Sanchez, for me, could be a real problem in this division.
Very quickly, Baz, who wins that one for you?
I'm in Sanchez.
Yeah.
Just.
Sanchez. It's a hat-trick then. Sanchez, all the way, I think, as well. Great undercard. Remember, main event fighters to come. I love that. I'm a sucker for these drones. I mean, look at that. What a shot that is. I love it. And you can even see our wonderful carpet here, DAZN. I feel like we should be barefoot on it, though. I feel like everyone should take their shoes off. I feel this is quite disrespectful and rude, what we're doing. It is. Todd Grisham has joined us in studio as well, part of our team. As you guys know, our lead commentator and all the big ones. Our lead commentator this Saturday. We are here for the Undisputed Heavyweight title fight, and you have some big Undisputed news to tell us as well.
Yeah, it's going to be quite dramatic. We're going to get a single here. This is my single. Ladies and gentlemen, over a decade ago, cries began echoing around the world. Cries for a new boxing video game, but 12 years later, still nothing. In the meantime, an MMA video game came out, which fans flocked to. And guess what? MMA's popularity went through the roof while boxing's just seemed to diminish. Well, 4 years ago, a small upstart studio in Sheffield, England, decided to do something about it. They began to try and create a boxing video game that you fans would be proud of. But they couldn't create the best boxing game of all time without the greatest boxers of all time. And they answered the call too. Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk, Muhammad Ali, Canelo Alvarez, Joe Frazier, Terrence Crawford, over 200 fighters in all have answered the call. And ladies and gentlemen, 4 years after they started, I'm here to announce that finally, it is finished. Steel City Interactive has produced not only the best boxing game of all time, but the greatest fight video game in the history of video games. I give to you Undisputed.
طبعا بس للإحاطة تقديم لكل الفايترين أو الملاكمين. تايسون فيوري ملاكم بريطاني عنده 34 انتصار، 24 منها بالضربة القاضية، وعنده تعادل واحد. الملاكم عمره 35 سنة، طوله 206 سنتيمتر، والريتش والريتش حقه 216 سنتيمتر.
I can't wait for that to come out. How long have we got? So what is that?
Too much hyperbole,
No, it was so good.
بس حنتكلم عن الملاكمين اللي في المين ايفنت. الملاكم الاول تايسون فيوري، ملاكم بريطاني، عنده 34 انتصار، 24 منها باي كي، وعنده تعادل واحد. عمره 35 سنة، طوله 206 سنتيمتر، وطول مد الذراع 216 سنتيمتر. طبعا أحد أكبر ملاكماته اللي براها أو أصعب ملاكماته كانت قدام ماكدورموند. الأولى كذلك الفايت الثانية. الفايت الأولى كانت مختلف فيها، الفايت الثانية فاز بالضربة القاضية في الجولة التاسعة. لعب قدام كيفن جونسون وفاز عليه بإريحية خلال 12 جولة قدام ستيف كونينغهام. نتذكر انه طاح في احد الجولات ولكن قام وانتصر. قدام ديريك تشيزورا الفايت الاولى او بالاصح الفايت الاولى فاز بقرار الحكام بتقريبا يعني قرار الحكام بشكل واضح في نفس الوقت. بعدين مباراة ديريك تشيزورا مرة ثانية وفاز عليه باي ريتايرمنت في الجولة العاشرة او بالانسحاب بعد الجولة العاشرة. فاز على كريستيان هامر بالجولة الثامنة، ولعل احد اكبر انتصاراته كانت قدام فلاديمير كليتشكو اللي كان مسيطر على عالم الوزن الثقيل لفترة طويلة، وفاز عليه بالجولة الثانية، يعني فاز بالقرار الحكام. بعدين انقطع عن الملاكمة، انقطع مدة 3 سنوات، رجع قدام سيفري ورجع قدام بينياتا. بعدين مباراة دانتا والدر الفايت الأولى في ملحمة رائعة، ثلاثية رائعة، فاز بالفايت أو بالأصح كانت تعادل الفايت الأولى. ونتذكر تايسون فيوري كيف طاح في الجولة في أحد الجولات، كذلك في الجولة 12 اللي مين كان يعتقد إنه تايسون فيوري يقوم من هذيك النك داون. بعدين فاز على توم شوارتز في الجولة الثانية، فاز على أوتو ولين اللي صار فيها قطع في أحد الحاجبين تايسون فيوري، وفاز بهذيك الملاكمة، وكانت ملاكمة صعبة للأمانة. بارا ديونتي وايلدر في الريماتش فاز عليه باي كي او بالضربة القاضية في الجولة السابعة. باراه المرة الثالثة وفاز عليه بالكي او الجولة 11 وطاح في أحد الجولات. بعدين مباراة ديليان وايت وكانت من أجمل الناك داون أو الضربات القاضية اللي ممكن تشوفها كانت في الجولة السادسة. بارا ديريك تشيزورا بعدين للمرة الثالثة وفاز عليه وانتصر بالضربة القاضية في الجولة العاشرة. بعدين آخر فايت له اللي كانت قدام فرانسيس انغانو الملاكم الصاعد من اليو اف سي او بالاصح من الام ام اي، وسقط في احد الجولات في هذيك الملاكمة، وكانت للامانه ملاكمه جدا صعبه عليه. بالنسبه لالكساندر اوسيك ملاكم اوكراني، 21 انتصار 14 منها باي كي او، عنده او طوله 191 سنتي، مد الذراع 198 سنتي، وعمره 37 سنة.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final press conference for the Ring of Fire. 12 rounds of boxing on Saturday night. About 52 hours from now, 2 undefeated champions will walk to the ring to fight for the most prestigious title in all of sports for over a century. This will be for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world.
أحد أعرق المقدمين في عالم الملاكمة.
Behind me are the managers, promoters, and trainers. But let's meet the stars of the show at this time and bring them up for this press conference. Coming out first, a perfect professional record consisting of 21 fights, 21 victories, 14 wins by knockout. He comes to us from Ukraine. He's a former Olympic gold medal champion and the former undefeated cruiserweight world champion. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the WBO, WBA, IBF, IBO heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander Usyk.
دخول أوسك بالزي الأوكراني التقليدي.
Alexander Usyk. And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming up to the stage and to his seat for the press conference, he has a professional record of 35 fights, 34 victories, 24 big knockouts, 1 draw. From the United Kingdom, please welcome the two-time world heavyweight champion, the reigning, defending, lineal, ring, and WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury!
Jesus, when I get home tonight, I'm gonna tell him all about my troubles, and I know he'll make them right. And I'll ask him to forgive me for the things that I've done wrong. I'm gonna have a little talk with Jesus tonight when I get home.
طبعا بريس كونفرنس في تايسون فيوري لازم في مفاجأة.
شفناه توجه على طول إلى تيم أوسك وتحداهم. مدرب شوغر هيل موجود، بوب هارم وفرانك وورن.
طبعا هيئته انحف بكثير من العاده بالنسبه لتايسون فيوري. ذكرني باستعداداته او ذكرني بالوزن اللي دخل فيه قدام فلاديمير كليتشكو.
صحيح صحيح.
بس لتكملة التعريف بألكسندر أوسك أو فايتاته المهمة، كانت ابتدأت في أول لقب له كان قدام جلوفسكي، فاز بقرار الحكام بكل سهولة قدام ماتشونو، قدام مايكل هانتر، بعدين ماركو هوك كانت أول فايت في الورد سوبر سيريس، بعدين مايارس بريدس كانت في نصف النهائي، بعدين مرات غازاييف اللي أظهر مرات غازاييف بشكل جدا هزيل، بعدين قدام توني بليو، بعدين قدام وذرسبون أول فايت له في الهيفي ويت أو بالوزن الثقيل، بعدين أمام ديريك تشيزورا وهي أحد فايتاته الصعبة، بعدين الملحمة في المملكة العربية السعودية قدام أنتوني جوشوا الفايت الأولى والفايت الثانية، ودانيال ديبوا الفايت اللي فاز بالكي او بالجولة التاسعة حاليا تايسون فيوري.
طبعا هناك تحية موجهة إلى كل من الملك سلمان حفظه الله وولي عهده الأمير محمد حفظه الله ومعالي المستشار تركي آل الشيخ حفظهم الله جميعا على هذه النزالات وعلى هذا التطور التي تشهد المملكة العربية السعودية.
جعلهم الله دائما بصحة وعافية.
اللهم آمين.
Frank, this is history, this is iconic. The man stood next to you, sat next to you, could become undisputed on Saturday night. Tell us what's going on.
First of all, I'd like to thank people who made this happen. This is such a... Has it gone off?
Hello, check 1 2. Use my one, Frank.
Check. Okay, well, come over here. Right, first of all, I'd like to thank the custodian of the two holy mosques, His Highness King Salman, the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, the chairman of the GEA, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, for making this historic moment happen in boxing, the biggest fight of the 21st century. We thank you for all what you've done to make this happen in Riyadh. So this is a great fight. We all know that. It's the fight we've all been waiting for. The two best heavyweights in the world, both undefeated. This is something extra special. Fights like this come along once in a generation. And we got in the front row down there, the last two guys to fight for the free belts at that time in 1999. Evander Holyfield, one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. And next to him, Lennox Lewis, again, one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. So now, who's going to be the greatest heavyweight of his generation? We're going to find out on Saturday when this fantastic fight happens. It's got everything that's required to make it not just a great boxing moment, but a very, very special moment in sporting history.
And Frank, you are very much backing your man Tyson Fury to get the job done, become undisputed, and you've also talked about an Achilles heel in Alexander Usyk. Tell us a little bit about this and why are you backing your man?
I'm backing my man because he's the best heavyweight in the world, and he's proved it time and time again. Going up against the odds every single time he's challenged for the title, he's gone up against the odds. He's been the underdog, gone to the other guy's backyard and done the business in style. He's never been beaten, 35 fights, not been beaten in any of them. He's just, for me, one of the best heavyweights I've seen in my time in boxing. And I believe he will confirm that on Saturday night in front of the world.
تايسون فيوري ممكن دخل كمرشح أصغر في 3 فايتات في حياته، كانت قدام فلاديمير كليتشكو الفايت الأولى، وقدام ديونتي وايلدر الفايت الأولى، كذلك الفايت الثانية.
لاحظ لما راح ولاكم كليتشكو كان ما في أي بروموتر يبغى ياخذه. دارين فرانك وورن هو الوحيد اللي آمن فيه ووقع معه وقال له أنا حفوز ببطولة العالم.
كان إيمانه في محمد.
When we have the opportunity to have an undisputed heavyweight champion crown, as we will Saturday night, it is something very, very significant. The last fighter to be crowned the undisputed champion is sitting out in the audience. It happened 25 years ago. Lennox Lewis became the undisputed heavyweight champion. Saturday night will be a very, very important night for boxing, because not only will we be crowning the undisputed heavyweight champion, but the two participants in the fight have never, ever lost the fight. Now, how rare is that? How great is that? That this fight on Saturday, which will be held here in the kingdom, in Riyadh, the eyes of the world, not just boxing fans, but fans and people all over the world will be focusing on the arena, on this fight, and believe me, it will be a great one.
فرانك وارن كلامه صحيح للأمانة. عفوا بوب آرم كلامه صحيح تماما، انه متابعين الملاكمة وغير متابعين الملاكمة متلهفين.
The question for me is, how does Tyson Fury beat Usyk? And I would, in all humility, say that that is a question that should be addressed to Tyson and to Sugar Hill rather than a 92-year-old promoter.
Duly noted, Bob Arum, thank you very much. Let's head over to the Alexander Usyk side of the table. Let's bring in Alex Krasik. It is a historic moment for Team Usyk here, and of course you are very much backing your man to win this fight. You've gone into some detail as to how you think he will win on Saturday. Give us your thoughts.
Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen. All has been done. All has been accomplished. All has been spoken. One thing that can never be too much is gratitude. And I want to say thanks to the beautiful country, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and its wonderful people for the warm hospitality, even I would say hot hospitality. I want to say thanks to His Royal Excellency, His Royal Highness, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, and to His Excellency Turki al-Sheikh for making fans' dreams come true. Thank you very much.
صحيح. يشكر الأمير محمد بن سلمان حفظه الله ومعالي المستشار تركي آل الشيخ على هذه الفرصة وهذا الفايت اللي الناس كلها تتكلم عنه الآن في السعودية.
This green belt and take it back home to Ukraine, the country it belongs to. Full stop.
وانه حياخذ الحزام الاخضر اللي هو WBC ويرجع الى موطنه الاساسي اللي هو اوكرانيا.
If you allow me please, I've got one short message for Tyson and his team, not to take it too close to the heart Saturday night and Sunday morning. I've got a short one from British Classics, if you don't mind, by Henry Longfellow. Be still, said Heart, and cease repining. Behind the clouds is the sun still shining. Thy fate is the common fate of all. Into each life some rain must fall, and some days must be dark and dreary. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alex Krasik. Let's head over to the Tyson Fury part of the table and we'll get an instant reaction from the manager, of course, Spencer Brown. This is a big moment. The road to this fight hasn't been a smoothest one, but we are here now, just days away. Your reaction, of course, to Alex Krasik's message there and your thoughts heading into Saturday.
Yeah, his team are a good bunch of people. We've got a lot of admiration for him, so has Tyson. But come Saturday, that's all gone out the window. We've already butted heads with his team, and it looks like they're going to butt heads on Saturday night. And let me tell you, he's got a mountain to climb. You have a mountain to climb. Your Everest is your mountain to climb on Saturday. I'd like to thank everybody involved, and I would, if I was you, I wouldn't worry about poets and things like that. I'd worry about your man on Saturday night. Because Tyson Fury is coming to take all them belts away from you. All right? He's going to take all them belts away. And our English boys here come all the way up from England, to see him take those
الفايت ما بدأ
belts. The Fury Army is here. And you will see on Saturday night us walking away with the belts. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Spencer Brown. Great message there. You can hear the Fury Army, we can hear the Usyk Army as well. We can hear you guys. Brilliant stuff. Let's head over to Egis Klimas, the manager for so long of Alexander Usyk. Your reaction to what you've heard so far here today, and of course your thoughts heading into Saturday night, the ultimate test for Alexander Usyk.
I'm sorry, the loud was very loud. I didn't hear much. Is that a question to me?
It's a question to you, Eagis. Tell us your thoughts on this ultimate test, the mountain to climb for Alexander Usyk on Saturday night.
Well, it's not going to be a walk in the park. You know, we have two toughest heavyweights men in a division today, and Alexander proved 2 times. He broke to somebody's dreams. I'm not going to make names. Everybody knows about it. And the goal is here to break another goals. That's easy. And I have only one question for Tyson Fury. How did he find himself a lineal champion? Let me ask you this. That's all I have. My message going to be to him. Everybody calls him a lineal, but I would like to know how he became a lineal. He beat Klitschko. Klitschko wasn't that time a lineal champion. Simple. Thank you very much. We'll guys see you Saturday night. Thank you, Saudi. Thank you, His Excellency. Thank you, Crown Prince, for bringing all of his events to Saudi and letting fans enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, Eagis. Let's talk to the trainers. Let's get a little bit of tactics. To the questions better addressed to the trainers.
طبعا بس توضيح بالنسبة لللينيال شامبيون عادة تكون بين المرشح أو بالأصح بين أفضل 2 إذا تباروا على نفس الوزن. هذا إذا كان الحزام هذا مو مع أي أحد في الاثنين، أو إنه ملاكم فاز على صاحب الشامبيونشيب. لما نتذكر تايسون فيوري يوم فاز على فلاديمير كليتشكو كان هو اللي فلاديمير كليتشكو في ذاك الوقت.
Everyone, hello. Эта подготовка началась еще с 2018 года.
This preparation started back in 2018.
Закончилась неделю назад.
And it finished just 1 week ago.
На сегодняшний день Александр готов к своему финальному поясу в супертяжелом весе.
And today, Alexander Usyk is ready for the final belt in the heavyweight division.
Ему не важен размер, ему важен соперник, который будет стоять в противоположном углу.
The size does not matter to him. What does matter is the opponent who will stay in front of him.
И наконец-то бой будет здесь. Я бы хотел еще пожелать терпения Тайсону Фьюри, потому что это будет самая тяжелая ночь в его жизни.
And I would love to wish patience to Tyson, as it's gonna be the most difficult night of his life.
طبعا قال انها حتكون اصعب ليله في كل تاريخ تايسون فيوري. كذلك انه الكسندر اوسيك لا يهمه الحجم الذي امامه.
Well, I'm feeling like exactly what you said, but it's a lot more sentimental for me, for the reason that this is what I was brought up around. I was raised around boxing my whole life, and watching many of champions, and watching the Crunk legacy, and watching, you know, as the later years, Emmanuel being with Lennox Lewis and Vladimir Klitschko in the heavyweight division, that the heavyweight division, to me, is the division that runs boxing. It's the granddaddy division. It's the division that makes everything in boxing what it stands for.
تأكيد لكلامنا السابق يا دكتور. شكرا يعرف أن الوزن الثقيل هو تعريف الملاكمة.
And you have Alexander Usyk, who's a #1 fighter, and you have Tyson Fury, who's a #1 fighter. You couldn't get any better than this. And this is just something that, like I said, Emmanuel, if he was alive, this is what he would be at right here, right now. And for me to be here in his place, I'm just so happy and blessed to be a part of it and to take what he has taught me over the years of my life, not just in boxing, but as a man, and growing up and being able to understand other men and people, and to be able to treat them with respect as I would want to be treated with respect.
ودائما يقولون انه افضل شخص
And this is
الوزن
just
الثقيل
one of those times
هو
in my
اشرف
life
شخص
where I just
بالعالم.
appreciate the things that I've been through in
مقولة
life.
جدا معروفة.
I think it's going to be a great fight. Alexander Usyk is one of the best heavyweights, one of the best boxers in boxing. He's been that for quite some time, and so has Tyson Fury. This is just the ultimate fight, two of the best ultimate fighters. Saturday night, May the 18th. I'm always going with my fighter, Tyson Fury, 100% for the knockout. It can be challenging, it can be confusing, it can be patient, but it's still going to be a knockout. That's what I believe, 100%.
توقع انه تايسون فيوري يفوز بالضربة القاضية بنسبة 100%. في تفاؤل عالي.
لا ما انكر انه قال الفايت ممكن يكون كونفيوزنج، يكون يعني وضع تايسون فيوري ملخبط شوي لانه لسه حيلاكم بشخص بالفعل موهوب في العالم الملاكمة.
Assalamu alaikum. Hi everybody, people. I'm happy to be here. I'm excited. I'm grateful for His Excellency Mr. Turki and who this fight happened. Let's make history. Enough. Thank you so much.
صحيح. الشكر لعالم المستشار تركي آل الشيخ لنفعل التاريخ أو لنعمل التاريخ.
It's my homework.
قالوا انك ترسم شيء على ورقة وتحطه بجيبك. قال هذا واجب.
It's my remember and it's poem.
Could you show it to us?
No, now no. Later.
Okay, let's bring in the WBC lineal world heavyweight champion Tyson Fury. I've heard you speak about what? I've heard you speak quite philosophically about this fight as well. How every twist and turn, every high and low, every up and down has led to this moment right here. We're now just hours away from it. Tell us how you're feeling, Tyson.
I'm going to make this short and simple. I want to thank God for the victory that I've received already. And I want to thank everybody involved in putting this massive event on. I want to thank Usyk for turning up and challenging me. And that's about it. Thank you to all the fans who travelled over to support me, because I know it's tough times at the moment and money's hard, so I aim to put on a show. Thank you very much. God bless.
مختصر جدا.
What would it mean to beat this man? You've described him as the toughest fight of your career. It would be, I guess, the best win of your career.
I'm ready. I've got nothing to say apart from I'm ready for a good fight. And if it's tough or easy, either way, I'll be ready.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Tyson Fury. Just one more from you, Tyson. Just a message to Alexander Usyk. Anything you want to say to him before Saturday?
God bless him. And I'll say a prayer for him before we walk out, that we both get out the ring in one piece and go home to our families, because that's what it's about.
Fantastic stuff. Alexander, do you have a message for Tyson?
Let your hand talk in the ring.
Okay, Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury both are going to let their fists do the talking on Saturday night. It is the fight of the century. The first undisputed world heavyweight champion will be crowned right here in Riyadh on Saturday. Do not miss it.
لا تفوتون الحدث التاريخي يا جماعة الخير. نفذت التذاكر. نحن على الأبواب إلى أعظم فايت حدثت خلال ال 25 سنة اللي فاتت. لندع اليدين تتحدث. نتمنى لكم مشاهدة ممتعة. شكرا لكم. كان معي الزميل تميم النصر، يعطيك ألف عافية.
يعافيك دكتور، وشكرا للسادة المشاهدين والمشاهدات.
Here we go, face to face. We've been waiting for this one since they came face to face in the ring after Fury beating Garnu, face to face ring after Fury beat Chisora. Now it's Fury versus Usyk, and this will be their first face to face, really, this close to the fight.
Here we go. Here we go. I cannot wait to see this. The team seem confident. The fighters seem a little tense, but you can understand why. The magnitude of this fight is absolutely mammoth. It is huge.
I think Tyson Fury's ready to fight. I know you might say he's a bit edgy, or you don't see him himself because he's not flamboyant, but he knows the importance. I don't think he's ready to go now. He doesn't want to do any more messing around. Usyk, we know how calm his temperament always is, of course.
Okay, we have more of a sidearm to face. Surely Fury's going to turn around and look at him eyeball to eyeball, is he not? I almost feel like it's part of the mind games of Fury. We've been waiting for him to start playing the mind games. Here it is.
But I think usually he's doing other stuff, isn't he? He's being, he's shouting and threatening, and maybe this is a different tact, not to engage.
I don't know what to make of this.
Yeah,
Fury. I don't know what to make of it.
He'll look. He'll have to look.
Here we go. If he's taking the hat off, he's going face to face, surely.
Usyk has not taken his eyes off of Tyson Fury. Look at that stare.
The stubbornness. That's what it is, isn't it? It literally is.
I have to be honest, Fury, in terms of face, looks in incredible shape, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. This is the biggest fight. He knows what's at risk. He knows that legacy's at stake here. The biggest prize in sport. It once was, of course, to be the best in the heavyweight division. And this is it.
Oh, the coolness, the calmness, and the confidence from Usyk is so evident.
I can't wait.
I love the way he says, you know what, enough of the games, I'm out of here. I'm out of here, I'm not doing any more. Two more sleeps. Two more sleeps. That's it. Sparring's over. They're done. This is it now. This fight is going to happen on Saturday, and it is going to be something incredibly special. It really is. But with the zone, it isn't just Saturday. It's so much more as well. In the next couple of weeks, the next couple of months, we're going to absolutely load you guys with superstar fights.
Fans, welcome back. Boxing is buzzing and the best are ready to bump heads. Showcasing over 150 fights a year, DAZN is the only place to watch these warriors worldwide every weekend. Size matters as two big men create one huge occasion. An undisputed king will emerge on May 18th when Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk finally trade heavyweight leather. If you come for the king, you better not miss. A 5 versus 5 battle for bragging rights. Frank and Eddie send forth their stables to settle old scores. Few would settle the score with Sabriel Matias. June 15th, undefeated Lehman Perro marches forward to take on boxing's bona fide beast. June 29th, Phoenix will rise for two men with their eyes on the prize as Bam Rodriguez and Juan Francisco Estrada show that size actually doesn't matter at all. Explosive contests, multiple champions, just one place to catch every punch.
So many big fights coming your way on DAZN in the coming months, really is, but maybe none bigger than what we're here for on Saturday. It is Undisputed Heavyweight title fight. Tyson Fury, the WBC lineal champion, against the unified heavyweight champion, former Undisputed at Cruiserweight, Alexander Usyk. It really is special. It really is. And the crowd here knows it as well. This is the biggest crowd, I think, that's turned up since we started doing boxing in Riyadh. In terms of the Brits flying over, they're here. They're here either side of us as well. Fury's got his army of supporters, and maybe he needs that as well. Maybe he needs to feed off that.
Yeah. I'd be honest, I thought I might see a bit more and hear a bit more of him this evening, but I don't think I've looked forward to a fight. Having been here and been surrounding around this buzz, I don't think I've ever wanted the first bell, a fight to begin, a fight to unfold as much as this one. With what's on the line, the two fighters involved, it's a special, special occasion.
Yeah, pictures there of Amir King Khan. Everyone is here, as you say. We've seen Evander Holyfield. We've heard from him. We've heard from Lennox Lewis as well. The last two guys to fight for an Undisputed Heavyweight title. Baz, this is starting to really crank up, isn't it?
Oh, mate, it's unbelievable. You get excited. You're not fighting, but you know what I mean? You're bouncing on your toes. You're thinking, this is, and when they're close together, that tingle of anticipation that you only can get, I feel, from boxing, it's here, it's real. And also, I've been saying it all week, but it's true. Boxing needs this fight.
Yeah.
This fight, if this fight delivers, we're in such a healthy position.
We certainly are. I remember, it isn't just the main event. Ryan Garcia is here. Ryan Garcia in the building, obviously, look, going through what he needs to go through. Hopefully he sorts that out as well, because we want to see this young can in the ring. All right, let's remind you of what we've got coming your way on Saturday, and it really is an incredible fight card. And it kicks off with Isaac Lowe versus Hasbullah Ahmadi. They fight in an international featherweight contest. We then move up to the light heavyweight division. Daniel Lapin versus Octavia Pudivitva. They fight for the vacant WBA Intercontinental Light Heavyweight title. And then we get into our main card. David Nyika versus Michael Seitz in the Cruiserweight division. We stick with the Cruiserweight division. Former light heavyweight king Sergey Kovalev will take on Robin Serwin Safar. And then His Excellency's favorite fighter, Mark Chamberlain, will take on Joshua Wahab for the vacant WBC silver lightweight title. Moving into the heavyweight division, Moses Atalma, in only his 9th fight, will take on Germany's Ilja Mezenchev. They fight for the WBO Intercontinental heavyweight title. We stick with the big boys, Frank Sanchez versus Agit Kabayel. Someone's O has got to go. 2 unbeaten fighters. And then we move into the main event card. Joe Cordina versus Anthony Kakache for the IBF and IBO Super Featherweight titles. Jai Pataya versus Marius Bradis for the vacant IBF World Cruiserweight strap. And then all the marbles are on the line. Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk for the WBC, WBO, IBF, WBA, and everything else. Look who has joined us. Ryan Garcia did tell me he was going to be here. He did tell me he was going to beat Devin Haney. So far, you've ticked those boxes.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Honest question, though.
Yeah.
How are you with everything that is going on? There's a lot going on right now with you, Ryan.
Oh, I'm doing perfect. Like, I'm happy. Justice will prevail, so I'm not worried about nothing. So,
yeah.
God got my back.
Obviously, you've got your legal team speaking to the New York State Athletic Commission. Do you know what happens with that process, when we are going to find out something?
After May 22nd, there should be a result for obviously the B sample, but I don't believe it'll come out clean because obviously if they found it in the A, why wouldn't they found it in the B? I think it's all bullcrap, as we know it is. I mean, nobody takes steroids the day before the fight and the day after the fight. You would have to actually be dumb. So justice will prevail. God got my back.
Yeah, let's hope there is a resolution to it, because it was a fantastic performance.
Thank you so much.
Against Devin Haney. But let's talk about what you're here for.
Yes.
Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. How special is this? This is incredible.
I've not seen anything like this before. My first time in, obviously in Saudi Arabia, so I'm excited. This is lit.
Right, we know this fight's massive. Talk to me about the buzz surrounding this fight back in the States.
Yeah, man, it's huge. It's I think it's the first undisputed heavyweight fight in
25 years, and the first in the 4-belt era.
That's crazy. Another thing is crazy is like Shit, I mean, it's Usyk versus Fury. I mean, everybody's excited for it. Obviously, I'm excited for it. I got Fury.
Well, what's the buzz like in America? Because I always wonder, when it's non-Americans, are the Americans talking about it?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Everybody's talking, all the boxing fans, the whole boxing world is talking about it. Shoot, look at where we're at. Everybody's talking about it. This is a worldwide thing.
What about you, Ryan? You got a massive fan base in the US. Would you consider coming over here?
I want to fight here. I want to find a wife here. That's what I want to find. Forget fighting. I want a wife. Where my wife at, bro?
They will slide in the DMs.
Oh,
you know
hey,
your DMs
where
are always
Habibi
busy.
at? I need Habibi.
You know your DMs are always busy.
Always busy. Always ringing.
But honestly, no. I mean, is the plan to fight here? We've seen so many big names come over and fight here. Obviously, your last fight at the Barclays was incredible, right? I mean, sold out the Barclays. But is there a dream to come and fight here very, very soon?
Yes, I want to fight the likes of Errol Spence Jr.
Wait, what is going on with that? Errol Spence?
Oh, I need that. I'm gonna take his head off. I'm finishing his job. You know, Terrence Crawford did a good job on it, but I'm gonna finish the job. Like, he's not gonna be able to be like boxing anymore after he fights me.
Is that the #1 target? Is that honestly the number one target right now?
Heart of hearts, I want to knock him out for my coach.
Okay.
Right, quickly, you just said Tyson Fury there.
Yes.
I want an accurate prediction.
Accurate prediction is going to be a 12-round decision. It's going to be a very close fight, but I think that Fury is just too good, and I love Fury. And Fury, he got that energy in him. He looks great. Usyk, hell of a fighter, but nah, Fury's the man. I think he's the best heavyweight of all time.
Of all time?
Of all time.
Ooh. And where'd you see Fury go?
Muhammad Ali, you know?
No, I love Muhammad Ali, but I think Tyson Fury is the best fighter, heavyweight fighter of all time. Shout out Muhammad Ali, though. I love it. Hey, rest in peace.
Shout out Muhammad Ali, indeed. All right, go on, quick predictions again. Has anything changed now we've seen the weigh-in? Anything changed at all?
I'm going to stick by my guns. Fury points.
Fury?
Yeah, I've been steadfast since the beginning. Fury points.
Fury, Ryan?
Fury,
clean sweep. Clean sweep. All right, guys, 2 more sleeps to go. Tomorrow are the weigh-ins where we make it official. Make sure you scan the QR code. Be involved in what is going to be the first undisputed heavyweight title fight in 25 years. And I promise you, this one will deliver. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Tales old as time. A legendary champion in search of another champion has found his match. Facing each other under the watchful eye of history.
Let's get ready to rumble! And Rhea!
It is time to fight.